Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Today in front of us, we are actually heading to Chamonix, France for a ski trip, and this is going to come in absolutely critical, especially with the work, as I plan on working while I'm going. Full-time YouTubers do work even while they travel. So this is the ALLWEI 250 watt travel adapter and power converter. Again, total output power is going to be 230 watts. Input power is going to be AC 100 through 240 volts. Output voltage is AC 110 volt through 120 volt. And it has a Type-C adapter with some USB ports. Let's get straight on into it. Again, for my up and coming trip, this is so critical. Does have a little drawstring bag. That's going to be nice for travel purposes. Putting that in my backpack or check-in luggage. Let's get this and this out of the way here. And let's take a little gander at it real quickly here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to take a closer look at this, top link in the description box right below the video, top link is going to be this exact same power inverter where you guys can read more about it and even pick it up yourself after the video is done. Once again, top link in the description box below. Let's take a closer look. So first and foremost, you have two US plugs that are grounded right on top. Your power button right here next to the logo. There is this little flip out little flap here. We're going to get to that and see what that's all about. Your power cord goes in the side right here and just some ventilation on the other side. And then this side, you have a Type-C port and 3 USB ports right here. USB ports on the side right here are going to be auto 5 volt 6 amp max, 2.4 amp per port max. And then let me just show you here, there is a cooling fan underneath here, the ventilation like I just mentioned. And the flap, after reading the instructions, that's going to be a mobile phone holder. Really cool. You can put your phone up against that, watch some YouTube videos while it is charging. Alrighty, we got a nice long cord here that does have, that's a guesstimation 3-foot cord if you are wondering. And of course this plugs in right here. And then this side has your EU plug right here already. So what you do in that scenario is you plug this in this, that goes into a US plug if you want to just use this in the US. Obviously that's EU plug, which I'm going to France. Or we have this adapter here, which I believe this is going to be for the UK. Don't quote me on that one, but we will be putting it to the test once I get there. I will be having a layover in London. I will be at lounges. I don't know if they're going to have US plugs or not. Probably not. So this is going to be nice to be able to plug and play right there. So a very small device, as you can see from my hands. I do have large hands though. Alrighty, my trip is coming up pretty soon. Let's take this with us and test it in the wild, I should say. And if you are wondering, everything fits beautifully in this bag, and this will go on my backpack or my carry-on, in my backpack or carry-on, I should say. And this will be really nice for the plane as well, because I will be editing on the airline. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is world application for the power inverter. So I'm sitting in business class right here, and it plugs in with the universal port. Now, American Airlines does have their own power inverter, but they only have one plug. They don't even have any USBs on this particular flight. So this is where the power inverter comes in super handy, just having extra plugs and USB ports. I'm able to keep this camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, as well as my microphone I'm speaking on, which I literally use the entire flight, and my cell phone. I'm able to charge everything and have power for days. You could bring all your cords and stick them into the 3 USBs as well as the Type-C right there. So this has come in absolutely clutch with this flight because again, there is only one plug and I needed to keep all my devices charged because the batteries do run out, especially when you're chit-chatting for a long time. I did a full review on this particular flight and definitely thankful I had this in my backpack. Alrighty folks, I'm actually back from my trip, but let's give you a wrap-up summary. Power inverter did absolutely incredible, especially for the airplane like I already showed you, but even in my Airbnbs, I literally would have this plugged in because some Airbnbs had a lot of outlets, some of them didn't. And so what I did is I just literally put this over in a corner. I'm obviously home right now, so you can use this as a regular power strip. But again, at my Airbnbs, I just use the EU French 2-pronger that I'm holding in my hand right here. I plug that 2-pronger right into the wall in my France Airbnb to charge my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, to charge my GoPro batteries, which I only have one in here right now, to get all my devices up and running quickly. So let's go ahead and show you that cell phone holder real quickly here if you are interested. interested. Again, hooks right in the little latch up front, and you can plug in your phone while you are charging, especially on the airplane if you want to use that for entertainment. And because I was vlogging so much on the airplane, I literally would have to plug in my microphone and my Osmo Pocket 3 all the time just to rejuice it. So definitely pumped that I got my hands on this. Now, something to keep in mind for the grounded plugs that are on top right here, you do have to push the power button in order for these plugs to start. The USBs on the side don't need to have that button pushed, and I use the Type-C the whole trip, as well as the extra USBs right here. I would just set this up on top next to the coffee maker, plug it in, get power. Overall, it's a great power inverter, especially for travel, airlines, Airbnbs, like we've already discussed. Again, top link in the description box below is going to be this exact same power inverter, where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself. But just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I do make a video about. But if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, please go ahead and purchase on away. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on your way out, helps the channel. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, tech related videos, Airbnb reviews, airline reviews, and more. My name's Chris. Top link in the description box below are your links. We'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.